Hey, this is a Dodge 2003 Ram 2500 diesel, and I had a problem with the fan motor intermittent going out, and I read a couple of things online, and they talked about an ignition modulator, which is this unit right here. Before getting into all of this, you should always do the simple things. Check the fuse underneath in the engine compartment, number 36. That fuse, if it's blown, replace it. If not, I'm going to tell you what the problem was with mine. It wasn't particularly this unit right here. This unit seemed to be okay. If you want to verify that, what you would do is take a multimeter. You don't have to take the column apart. You can take the dashboard lower cover off. Stick the multimeter up in the green. Turn the key on to the start position. If you get 12 volts, then you're good. If you don't get 12 volts, check your fuse again, check your fuse seating. Might be corrosion in there. I'm going to show you what happened to mine. Alright, so what happened was, instead of taking all that apart to begin with, the simplest things first would be to come over here and check your fan. On the bottom of the fan motor, you'll notice that there's a clip like this. Now if you notice, one, the wires were starting to fray. Two, there was a lot of heat buildup. And three, you can see that the pin actually moved back and separated from the terminal inside. That's what caused the fan to intermit. Now also, you got to remember, this is a foot compartment where people keep their feet. So therefore, they can be banging into it, loosen it up. So what I did is went ahead, instead of ordering that clip from the dealer, is I went and got some Stake-Ons. As you see, size number 10, yellow. It's got the, from the auto parts store, it's got the heat shrink on it. And what I did was, I stripped the wires back and wrote down, as you can see on this side, it's black, so I knew a black wire went there, and the green wire went on the other side. So I put them in there and tested the motor, and long and behold, it works fine. There's no issues with it whatsoever. The variable speed works, as you can see. I'll try and back it up here and turn on the fan, and you'll see that the fan now turns. So before you go taking a whole dash apart and the ignition column and ordering the ignition switch now from the dealer, that switch is $120. These little clips you can buy from your local auto parts store. It's about $3 for a pack of I don't know, 5 or 6 of them, which you only need 2. And it has a heat shrink, so it's really good, and it has a sealant that actually comes out that makes this a nice strong bond. It covers the whole complete tip of the Stake-On, but up to this point. But what I did, so this way there is no kind of contact inside, I went ahead and put some electrical, number 35 electrical tape, which is good for high heat, because these wires do get hot from the fan running so long. So next time, before you go ahead and start taking the cluster apart and buying an ignition modulator, check the simplest things. Like I said, I looked under, everything looked fine. It was just like this, looked perfect. And long and behold, when I took the fan down, turned it on its side, see that hole right there? It actually melted the side of the fan. This is a number 10 wire, and boy does this fan draw a lot of power for it to melt plastic and get that hot. I guess it wasn't a great idea, but those ignition modulators, if you do not have 12 volts on the green wire, when the key is in the ignition on position, then therefore that unit tends to burn out. If you watch some other tutorials on YouTube, you'll see that a gentleman had taken it all apart and actually opened the cover, and you can actually see the contacts have blackened and charcoaled. Well, that's the issue. So again, first things first, check your fuse. On this year, it was number 36. Pull it out, reseat it, check it with a meter, see if you get continuity between the both of them. If you do that, go to the unit. Like I said, there's a a pinkish brown wire and a green wire. Put the key in the ignition, put it on near start. If you get 12 volts, then you know it's an issue with the fan. Other than that, that's a short version of saving time and money. Thanks a lot.